What's up guys, it's Tom with Verus Engineering, and today we're going to be going over the install for the dive planes on the GR86. Alright, first things first, we'll go over what comes in the kit. You're going to receive two templates, a left side and a right side, driver and passenger side. You're going to get two pre-cut pieces of VHB double-sided tape. They're very sticky. And obviously you'll get the two carbon fiber dive planes that come with the kit as well. Tools that you'll be needing: a 50-50 mix of isopropyl alcohol and water, a microfiber to clean the surface of the car so that the VHB sticks correctly, a pair of scissors to cut the template out, and some painter's tape so that you can stick the template onto the car. You're gonna have to channel your inner toddler and start doing some arts and crafts. Cut the template out with your pair of scissors, and when you're done, it should look like this. Be careful of this edge here. It is obviously very thin. You want to make sure you don't tear it. So once you have your template cut out, we're going to go ahead and tape it up to the bumper, and then we're going to prep the surface, and then I'll show you how to apply the tape to first the dive plane and then install it to the car. Okay, so I've got the template cut out and taped up to the bumper. A couple of things I want to point out are there are call outs on the template, 3 different ones, basically calling out little markers on the template of where it needs to be aligned in order for the dive plane to be installed correctly. We've got the side marker outline, pretty self-explanatory. You want to line up this curve here with the side marker light. We've got parallel with bumper line. Basically, we want to keep this gap between the template and the edge of the painted surface on the bumper parallel from top to bottom. And then we've got the dive plane outline, which again is pretty self-explanatory. The dive plane is going to basically stick to the bumper in this groove here. So the next thing we need to do is make sure we prep this surface properly to get the maximum adhesion, and also prep the dive planes for maximum adhesion. And in order to do that, we're gonna have a little info card pop up, and you're gonna wanna read those instructions and make sure you follow them to a T to make sure that the dive planes stick to the bumper and don't come off. All right, so you're gonna wanna grab a dive plane, and you're gonna wanna grab a microfiber towel or rag or whatever you have. Just make sure it's clean. Put a little bit of that 50-50 isopropyl alcohol and water mix on it, and you're gonna wanna prep the surface that is going to receive the tape. And if your microfiber towel is still wet, you can use it, but make sure you prep this entire surface, this open area here, for the dive plane in order to adhere properly. We're gonna grab the correct piece of VHB double-sided tape, and I say correct because they are directional. They are cut so that they fit inside of the contour and the groove, it's kind of hard to see here, of the dive plane. And so what I like to do is apply the VHB tape to the dive plane first, and then apply everything to the car. And so basically you want to grab the piece with the red backing that is going to be on the outside of the dive plane, but the side that's going to be attached to the bumper. So just like this, right? So we've got everything prepped. We're gonna peel off one side of the backing, and we're gonna start applying it to the dive plane. I'm gonna do that off camera because you really only get one shot with this. Just be very careful, take your time, line it up, and then stick it on. Okay, so quick little tip. Once you have the VHB tape applied to the dive plane, what I like to do is peel a little bit of a tail off on the back end and fold it down so that it's still accessible from the backside or the outside. And basically what we're gonna do is press this portion of it onto the car, and that little bit, it will be stuck to the car, but it'll let you kind of maneuver the dive plane into the right spot. Once you have it in the right spot, you apply a little bit of pressure, and then you can just pull this tab through and make sure that you have maximum adhesion. Another point that I wanna emphasize is that there is obviously a groove right here, and this groove is going to line up with kind of this bumper line where it meets this little valance here. Make sure that the groove is backed up all the way against the painted portion of the bumper so that all of the tape is actually adhering to the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this now, and I'll see you when I'm done. All right guys, once you have the dive plane installed on the bumper, take the template off, and that's it. You're done for this side. Just repeat the process for the next side, and then you're all done completely with the full install. So that's gonna wrap it up for the install on the dive planes for the GR86. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to email us at sales@verus-engineering.com. And until next time, guys, see you later.